see. Landstar truck number is gone.
Got a new one.
Got a new one. Huh? Alright, so what we're doing, putting the decal right here. Pooch. Put the new decal right up here though. So we're going to measure from the top up here, it's 16 inches down. From here it's what?
32.
32 all the way to the back line.
Yep.
So got a straight edge. Got a tape measure to do it up real quick. So let's go. So thing popped down my throat. So we're just using a dry erase marker to do this. So I'm going to start right up here. Damn little calculator thing.
Yeah, there's like a little button release on the bottom.
Yeah, I keep hitting it. All right, middle mark.
And
32.
with it, yeah, with it creased like that, yeah.
So 32. Shut up.
Sorry about the neighbor's dog.
He's a good dog though.
Yeah.
I fed him Pop-Tarts one day, he loves me.
You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to have Landstar stickers like stickers like I did for Landstar. One more to put on after this.
This house is a fucking prison on planet bullshit in the galaxy of this sucks camel dicks. With turquoise and real diamonds. Fuck!
So,
Nothing.
so you can see we're sitting in the truck at the driveway.
The new truck stop.
But happy to announce everything is done.
Everything's done. Yay.
We have our new ELD installed.
Cha.
We have all the stickers on the truck.
Yeah.
We have
Wouldn't
all of
you like
our
to see those stickers?
we have our cab card, our insurance all done up. Got our permits. Everything got done finally.
It's all done, son.
Done, son. Yeah, so anyway. I guess everybody's looking for the big reveal. That's what it comes down to.
Right? I don't know.
I wonder if we should hold off. Well, I guess we could explain in a number of ways. What we've done and where we're going with this. So, get to the point, I guess, right? Get to the goddamn point already.
Just tell us already. We're dying.
So we developed a plan, though. Of course, everybody knows. Let's go back a little bit.
Yeah. Let's go back to the beginning.
In February of 2016, Selena was a plumber, pipe fitter, and welder here in Las Vegas. To give you a little backstory, most everybody knows it, but she got laid off. And she went back to like number 851 on the list.
Yeah.
You know, that she was not going back to work anytime soon, unless maybe her old job called her back or something like that. Anyway, but she was also at a point too that she needed a little growth. You know, you'd been doing that for 8 years with just same wages, same whatever, you know, kind of stuff and everything. So, but then the next month, she had a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in her lung. And she knew she couldn't go back to that kind of work with the welding and all that kind of stuff again anyways. So we developed a plan from that point. I mean, what are you going to do? Go work at McDonald's?
Right.
You know, it's like...
Yeah, because after that happened, I couldn't even walk down the hall.
Yeah, she couldn't breathe. I mean, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So we knew we had to switch things up. I was driving gas tankers locally here in Las Vegas for Rebel Oil, making $24 an hour.
Yeah.
Minimal benefits, stuff like that. You know, we were just looking at the situation that we needed.
We'd survive, but we wouldn't.
Yeah, we'd never get ahead.
We'd never get ahead ever.
And so, because eventually her unemployment would dry up, all this kind of stuff, her benefits would dry up, and we'd be stuck on whatever I had or whatever her new job was, and it just wouldn't be as good as the union. So we developed a plan, though. We did not want to live that life anymore.
Yep.
Trucking, I was already driving truck. She went to trucking school, got her CDL, and in April of 2016, we went to Henderson Trucking.
Yes.
In Caseyville, Illinois, because I'd been there before and I was a trainer and stuff like that. So they let me bring her over there, trained her. We stayed there a few months. They just weren't making any money, and I trained up a little bit. As soon as she crossed the 3-month mark, we went to TLI because they required 3 months experience. TLI, another, just.
But they were advertising this big,
Ooh, we make so much money and whatever.
this,
Of course, you buy into it.
Yeah, this contract, for the
SDs and whatever.
SDs and.
But all history, we went through a few companies after TLI. We went to Prime. People remember us from Prime, of course. Prime was like halfway, But we knew where we were going. We wanted to get to that point. We could get our own truck, build up enough money, and ultimately be our own bosses, because we knew the only way to get this done was to be owner-operators and have our own thing.
Right.
So we developed our own little plan in 2017 to be millionaires in 5 years. That's our big one. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Yeah.
So we knew from there, what are we into now that will make us the most money? Trucking. Okay. Yeah. We're not going to turn around and go do other stuff that's going to turn us into billionaires right away. It takes a lot of hard work to get there.
And time.
Got to be patient. But we developed, how are we going to actually save money? Well, that's when we found the job at Tri-State. It was a guaranteed paycheck every week, hauling hazmat, and we each got paid $1,100 a week. We did that for 7 months. We built up $15,000 in savings on top of paying our bills and whatever, up until 1st of February of 2018. We worked that from summer of 2017 up into 2018, saved up enough money for the down payment that we found to get this truck. Finally, now Selena didn't quite have 2 years of experience, had only 1 year. Landstar was the most viable place to go that would allow us the decision making to dispatch ourselves and have a little bit more freedom. So we, instead of having a dispatcher tell us what to do, our money was dependent on how we did it. Well, long story short, got on with Landstar. Everybody's seen that, the FedEx run and everything. We managed to build up a fat savings, and we've done well with that. We paid off a lot of debts. And it did well for us. Now, part of that plan, though, is we never had the intention of running full-time team. That was not what it was all about for us. We don't run that way.
Right.
I do a lot of the driving usually. She backs me up, stuff like that. That running more super solo was kind of our bag. So the next step in this plan is looking at how things are going at Landstar at the rate of 65% of the line haul. You lose a lot of that rate, and if you're out running solo, it's really hard to make any kind of decent money.
And not only that, too, with the limited, choice that you have of only one load board.
Yeah, working off Landstar's load board.
And the rates they offer to only get 65% of it.
Yeah, it was hard to look at some of those rates, especially after we came back to running solo this past couple months, and the money. I mean, we knew we were going to make less money, but we knew
spoiled.
Well, we got the FedEx run was a good thing, but even it lost a lot of money to that 65% or that 35% that Landstar took. It was paying $2.80 a mile, and we were getting $1.90. It's like, losing almost $1 of that rate, and you're out running your ass off.
Oh, yeah,
and it's like, that extra money is going where? We didn't see the benefit of them taking that 35% after a little while for the services or the rebates we got. It was like, we can. We started looking around. So here we are now. We have made a decision and we've moved on with it, and we're really hoping for the best. And everybody's been talking about we're getting our own authority, or we're going to this or going to that and whatever. Now, what did we buy? You don't even know.
A reefer?
Oh, okay. Well,
Well, I'm trying to think.
we bought groceries.
Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. So we
Am I
made a
going to say
decision
the right
though.
answer?
We wanted to start making more money, but still be able to run kind of a solo operation, not go back to that full-time team thing. We can still run team once in a while, but also we wanted more availability of freight. We wanted more choice, more freedom, independence, everything. Plus, we've even run into a few problems at YouTube with the YouTube thing. Being Landstar and everything, there's a lot of snitches out there. You know, we're running this. We haven't had any problems with it, but it's that thing of anything we put on YouTube or whatever can fall into somebody's lap at
Landstar is
Landstar.
very
Yeah, they're corporate. They're a huge corporation, and we don't want to be on their radar. We want our own freedom, independence to do what we want. So we didn't want YouTube come back to bite us in the butt. If anything, oh, well, you can't believe you talk about that. Whoa, you know. So we wanted more freedom in that. We didn't see ourselves in a position. Here's the big reveal. We didn't see ourselves in a position to get our own authority yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Building blocks. This is what we're all about.
It's all about steps.
Yep. So a lot of people figure it out right now. Of course, we did 65%.
Yeah.
We got a 3-tier program to this. 65% to what?
87.
87% now. And then 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. So we did Landstar 65%. Our new gig is 87%. Next step to take, if we see that as being feasible, to get our own authority and get 100% of the rate. So we have purchased a 2015 utility 3000R trailer, reefer trailer, with a Thermo King reefer unit.
Yeah.
2015. All right. Very nice, very clean unit. All checked out. Everything's cool. All right. Payments are about $12.60 a month for 3 years. All right. And we have lease onto. Would you like the. Or should we just go out and take pictures of the truck?
I could say it and we'll put it in pictures.
Okay. I say we do like a big thing like, we are going to 3, 2, 1.
Traveloco.
Oh, there we go. All right. After a lot of researching on stuff and everything and checking out different carriers, yes, we are leased on now with Traveloco.
It's a great business decision for us.
It's a business decision. We've seen the comments and stuff about the drama or this or that or whatever. After going over the numbers, after seeing everything going down, we felt it was the best transition at this time.
The numbers just add up. 65 or 87.
Yeah, we're getting 87%. Now the base thing is we get 85% of the revenue now. If we stay for 1 year, we get a 2% kick at the end of the year. So we're looking at like an extra between $5,000 and $10,000 of the rate, or like a bonus getting kicked right back to us for staying a year.
And then after that year, we'll stay at 87.
Well, maybe they want us to.
Well,
I don't know.
whatever.
We'll find out.
But it's not just like it's not like a one-time bonus.
Yeah.
You know, it bumps up to that and stays at that, I believe.
But yes, to dispel any of the stuff too of like, oh, Traveloco's drama and stuff. There's a lot of people working at Traveloco.
Yeah, there's a lot of people working at Traveloco. Yeah.
And a lot of them are doing good. You can even check out Indiana Jack. You know, he does well. Of course, Lil Dog, you know, and he was actually a big help to us in making this decision. We did check around with other carriers and other guys from YouTube too. We did check in with RST to see what they had going on. I talked with Matt, little guy, you know. We had a long talk, and I talked to the owner of RST one day also, going over all that. Our decision comes around, we wanted to still be able to dispatch ourselves.
Yeah.
We felt it going a little bit backwards to go back to somewhere like a prime-oriented company, even though it looked like we could make decent money and stuff. But
they're not really affiliated, they're not run by Prime at all. It's just their freight and stuff.
But we'd still be under that Prime umbrella, which there's good services to get a Prime, and a lot of people do okay there. But we had key things. We didn't want to be dispatched.
We didn't want to be dispatched, and we don't want to be pushed as a full running team 24/7.
Because that was the immediate thing. Oh, we'll keep you guys moving all the time. Run, run, run. Yeah, run. You know, it was like, that, you know, word in edgewise, you know, all this kind of stuff. And plus, too, the rates, we would have gotten a better cut of the rate with RST compared to what Prime actually paid. But yeah, it just, we wanted choice. We wanted freedom to do what we want. We don't want to have to ask anybody.
And
if we turn down a load, I don't want the dispatch, well, I'm going to screw you then, dude. And it's like, no, screw you.
Yeah. And when it all came around to it in the numbers, it was just kind of going backwards to go that way.
Yeah, we could have gone there just like Woody and LaShawn Parks and whatever. They're building fleets and stuff, but I don't want to have my hand held. You know, I want to be out here independent. We want our own thing. So going to Traveloco is going to open us up. Also, the comparison of load boards. The availability of freight at Landstar is not nearly as much as you get on all the open load boards, which we can run now. We can run the DAT board, Convoy, 123, JB Hunt, Uber. I mean, it opens us up to every load board out there, and even Landstar. There's Landstar freight on the DAT board and everything too. So it's funny to see direct loads. I did a comparison between the Landstar load board and the DAT board. You see the exact same loads. Now, the thing was, the rate on the Landstar board might be a higher rate than what they're offering on the DAT board, right? But after you do the math, the rate comes out a lot lower because you're only getting that you get that 35% taken off, and it goes, ooh, you know, you saw a lot of that.
Well, and also too, Landstar has a lot of direct shippers.
Yeah,
so the rate can be a little bit higher, but
yeah, and by getting our own trailer, we're taking ourselves out of dropping hooks and stuff like we could do at Landstar. But we are getting into reefer freight. We can haul dry van freight with it also most of the time. We will not be doing any hazmat at Traveloco. But all in all, we'll get a better cut of the money. We get a fuel card with fuel discounts at Flying J Pilot.
Yeah.
Insurances are all cheap. It's all very reasonable. The trailer we get is through Traveloco. I mean, we're not buying it outright ourselves right now. But we can refi it and buy it out if we want to. Did you fart?
No.
Liar. You're suspect.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the big reveal, I guess. But yeah, the reefer trailer we get through Traveloco, we'll be making payments to them. But when we make the last payment in 3 years, we own it.
Yeah.
But like I said, if we make a plan that we want to refi it on our own and go buy it, I'm sure that won't be an issue either.
And I'm sure there's going to be comments about, why didn't you go to Tim Gorley's?
We didn't know Tim had done his own thing. It was already after we made our move on Traveloco that we saw his video that he was hiring and stuff. So we didn't get a chance to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
But it looked like he was giving you a lesser cut, although I know he was more inclusive with his stuff, like base plates and permits and whatever. He was paying 80%. And we're getting 87 at Traveloco. Yeah. So hopefully that offset there, will be well worth it. I mean, nothing on Tim. I'm sure he's a great guy.
He didn't announce anything until after we made moves.
It didn't come up until we already made our move. So
yeah. So for all those out there who have the question, why didn't you? Well, that's why.
And why didn't you go to Mercer? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Well, this is all part of an effort to give ourselves more freedom, run ourselves the way we want, and make the money we want.
Yeah.
And put ourselves in places that we want, not be forced to go there and not be told what we're going to be paid. Yeah. So now we can negotiate. Now we can do a lot more and get a higher cut of the revenue. So wish us the best of luck in that.
Yes.
Positive move. It's a positive move. And we have our own truck. We're out here doing it. We're going to be good.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's Team Fish.
Punch me with that dagger, man. Gee. I don't know if that was a mistake buying you that big old rock.
The hell no.
He's taken skin off me more times than I care to think. It's left me bleeding a few times. She comes by and she drags a ring across me and goes, oh, God damn it. You drag a K-bar across my elbow? What the hell was that? So, yeah, that's the big reveal. Traveloco. Yeah.
And so for anybody who's got anything to say about, the drama, and that.
Everybody can say whatever they want.
Say whatever you want.
You don't run our business, so we do whatever we want. Yeah. And we have a plan to be millionaires in 5 years.
And this is one of the steps.
2017 we announced. This year we've built up to where we're at. Next year, 2019 is going to be a big year. We have 4 main goals to accomplish in 2019. All right? In a nutshell. We have to buy a new truck, W900. For sure.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Okay. With the studio sleeper, 18-speed, big horse, all this kind of stuff, right? So new truck, going to pay off some taxes, be debt-free to put ourselves in a position to buy a house.
Yep.
2019, those 4 things right there. So we're looking to move back to the Midwest, somewhere in Wisconsin we're looking. Freight is strong out there. We can manage our own business out there. We can do everything we want out there. Get out of Vegas. This place is just kind of an island in the middle of nothing. You know, we hate having to come back here constantly to whatever. We want to get transplanted out to Wisconsin. We may do that before we buy the house, of course. We go out there and rent a place and start having a home to go home to all the time. 2020, want to ramp up, you know, through savings and all this kind of stuff, to put ourselves in a position to diversify. Here's the next part of our big plan: to become millionaires, not just to be truck drivers forever.
Yeah.
Okay? Because it won't happen unless you want to wait 20 years or something like that and put away in your little chintzy ass 401k. We don't want that. We are looking to start to decline our presence in trucking over the years. To, we can still run a truck and do whatever, but we want to start buying investment properties and also investing in franchises. We're looking at 2020, after we build up and, you know, our business cred is of good status and everything, also because we've had our LLC for 2 years now. We want to be in a position where we have plenty of business credit backed up, that we could start getting into investment properties and franchises, like possibly subways and, you know, other things, and even commercial properties, possibly beyond. We were looking at
multi-unit
rentals. Multi-unit rentals, you know, duplexes, fourplexes, apartment buildings and stuff like that. It's really the way to go, not to buy individual houses. So this is all part of the plan. And by 2020, we want to be in that position. So hopefully by 2022, which will be the 5-year mark of our millionaire plan starting line, from 2017 to 2022, hopefully we're looking at, we will be millionaires in 5 years. Yeah. Keep on working on it. Anybody can do this. Remember, just last year, we had $20 in the bank. Yeah. And here we are, you know, we, at our peak, we've gone down a little bit now. At our peak, we had 60 grand in the bank. And we were paying off mad amounts of bills and stuff like that. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff. And I had a lot of outgo too. We paid off a ton of bills and got everything straight, and we still ended up with a ton of money in the bank from that FedEx run. Thank you, Landstar. Yeah, thank you, Landstar. We did benefit from Landstar, but we didn't want to keep up that pace forever.
We've outgrown Landstar. There's nothing wrong with Landstar. We would recommend anybody taking their first step into being an owner-operator.
Definitely. It's a great place to start. It's kind of like a starter trucking company when you want to get trained. Yeah. You want to learn how to be an owner-operator, going someplace like Landstar is a great step. And people stay there forever. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. There's a lot of good things there. But we felt we were at a point where we needed to take the next step in, you know, getting a little bit bigger piece of the pie, maybe. Yeah. And a little, like I said, the availability of freight and everything is much more now. Yeah. And I think we'll really benefit from it, running ourselves better and stuff like that. So I think we're good. Yeah. I guess we can show the truck. Yeah. Hold on. Let's go out and look at the truck. You can see the stickers on it. How's about that? So what's up? Nothing. All right, so we'll show the first thing. Yeah. We got the truck stickered up with all of our social media. There's YouTube, Trucking with Selena. Right? Yeah. As everybody saw already, we're truck 430 at Traveloka. Here it is. Do you want to get your face in it? You look like an elementary school kid smiling. So here we go. Oh, booyakasha. And there it is, Traveloka. Yep. So we are officially signed over to Traveloka. Yeah. It's exciting. Exciting. We do have our own base plate here out in Nevada, of course. Saw that. Yeah, I put the stickers on myself, so there's a couple little bubbles. Like this one, actually, the paper was screwed up on it. You can see there's a couple little ripples in the 8 and stuff like that. I screwed it up. There's that one. All done up. So anybody sees us going down the road now, you know it's us, right? So how's it feel? Good. So that's it. Yeah. Traveloka, there it is. Hopefully better things to come. Start making some moolah. Yeah. Some more moolah. I mean, the goal of it too, I mean, everybody was griping on us about dumping FedEx, but we knew we were burnt out. And we had our reasons. Yeah,
it's easy for other people to say, "Oh, why'd you give it up?" Well, if you went and did it every day for 6 months, 24 hours a day, you might have the same opinion that we do about it.
True.
You know,
True.
It was a great thing, and you know,
it got us to where we're at.
It got us to where we're at.
It's time for the next step.
But yeah, if anybody's ever run team consistently for 6 months without a break.
Yeah, we were charging pretty hard there for a while.
Yeah.
So, but yes, we do have plans for a new truck. We are contemplating, because even at Traveloco, we could keep this truck as well and find a driver for it. When the day comes, maybe that'll be something we'll entertain.
Yep.
But there it is, Traveloco, people.
Woo woo.
So if you see us going down the road, give us a honk.
Yeah, give us a honk.
Right.
Right. Follow us.
Yeah, follow us there.
Yeah.
There it is. Right.
Right.
All right. So I guess that's it.
Yep. We made you suffer enough.
Yeah, we made you suffer enough. We'll go and put it out there. All right.
Yep. Out.
With turquoise and real diamonds. Fuck!